Hi guys, it's Miss Hubble. I'm here today to teach you a couple of different ways to calculate perimeter and area. The video you just watched was really excellent at showing you one way to solve perimeter and one way to solve area, but you may have already noticed that there is more than one way. So let's start with a way you might have done back when you were younger, maybe just only in second grade. At that time, if you were calculating perimeter, your shape was probably already broken up into square units like I just did for you here. And then you would physically use your finger or use your pencil and you'd measure the distance around the shape. So you do something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And you'd get that the perimeter was equal to 14 centimeters. Okay. Now, they taught you a formula which was perimeter equals length plus width plus length plus width. That's like saying length plus width plus length plus width. And you just added 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3. And you still got a perimeter of 14 centimeters. That works great. That's very much like what I do in class when I do whole brain and I say perimeter, add all the sides. So that works for solving. Now, you may have noticed that there's really a couple of other ways you can do it. So let's take a look at a couple of different formulas. Another formula that you may have already figured out would be perimeter equals 2 times length plus width. That's like saying length plus width, which is 4 plus 3. When you add 4 plus 3, you get 7. And then it's like saying you can take that and you can multiply that by 2 because there are two sides with that distances. So I can say 2 times 7, and I'm going to get a perimeter of 14 centimeters again. Another way, let's try it one last way for perimeter, would be the formula to say that perimeter equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. Now, you may have noticed this already. You knew that there were two sides that had lengths of 4 centimeters. So you would say 2 times 4. And then you might have noticed that there were two sides with lengths of 3. So you would say 2 times 3. And then you take those two amounts, you'd solve, and then you could just add those two sets and you would get 14 centimeters. So it's kind of 4 good ways to solve for perimeter. Let's take a look at area. The most basic way, and it works, would be to sit here and break up your shape into unit squares. So I could say 4 columns for the 4 centimeters. I could say there are 4 rows of units for the 3 centimeters. 3 rows for the 3 centimeters. And then all I'd have to do is count my square units. Because remember, area is you cover the area. So let's do that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can count and I can find that my area is 12 square centimeters. Now the next way to do this would be the way that they taught you, would be to use that formula. So you would say area equals length times width. So you'd say length times width. So we could say area equals 4 times 3, or area is equal to 12 square centimeters. So that's for sure the faster way, length times width. And that's going to work whether it's a square or a rectangle. All right, guys, go get them.